first of all, let me wish you a very happy new year. So I wish you health, happiness, and prosperity throughout the year of the ox and beyond. Some of you may notice we changed our name a little bit. So before we were the East and West Learning Club, and now we are East and West Learning Connections. So this is the good news I'd love to share with you. Starting from February 12th, 2021, so that's exactly the Chinese New Year's Day, we became a federal registered nonprofit organization. So before we have been running it like a group of volunteers. We run it for more than 4 years as a grassroots culture group. But now we are a registered nonprofit organization. We hope this way we can, be in a better stand to say, seek government funding or individual or private foundations funding, and we can recruit more talented people like you to help us do better for the community. In the past 4 years, we organized more than 120 activities, bringing learning opportunities and communicating opportunities for our community, mostly Asian immigrants, to learn both East as Western cultures and to communicate with people from other heritages. I still remember the very first meeting that was in 2016, October 29th. That was a Saturday afternoon. A few families, parents and kids who attended the same high school as my mom, in this same living room, we started to learn Western etiquette communication skills, and later we invite local people to come over to have dialogue with us. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank some very old members. Eric, can you wave again to people? So Lishan and Eric, they are with us from day one, and they're so supportive. He has done
it's
for
my
us.
pleasure.
Thank you. Here I would also like to thank another member. Grace is the one who pushed start again this online lectures and workshops, and she is the one to really push hard forward the idea of turning our club into a registered nonprofit organization. And with your talent, your passion, we can do a better job. So tonight we're just going to meet everybody, because most of you have not met each other. We'll just greet each other, do some self-introductions, share some ideas or stories. Yeah, a very casual party. We'll do it start with a icebreaker. Then people do self-introduction to each other in that room, and or have some free chats. And in 15 minutes, everybody will come back to the main floor, and each of you will take turns to introduce your roommates. So, okay, then start.
Okay, I'll go. I'm going to introduce Lisa. Lisa came to Canada about 20 years ago. She used to work in finance at a bank, but now she works with little children in early childhood education, and she seems very happy about that. And we have something in common, which is that we both described ourselves as curious, and so I liked that. So Lisa works with little kids, and she seems very happy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So your room choose a different way, but that's perfect. Okay, so next.
I guess I can talk about Ying Fen. I just met him tonight. He's from China here with his wife and daughter and lives in North York. His wife works for a bank and he has his own business. He is a technology guru, teaching web design, mobile app creation, stuff like that. And he's interested in, and it's so funny because we all seem to be interested in space and science fiction.
Yay!
He was very interested this year in following the Perseid meteor shower, where there was, I don't know what, 6 months ago, there was all these meteors flying through the sky, and you could see them at night. And he's also writing a book about something. So seems like a very interesting guy.
Lisa, you're not unmute yourself. Okay.
You're mute. You're still muted, Lisa.
So, Info, is it your turn now?
I thought I think Lisa is talking, but I can't hear her.
Lisa, you are muted still.
You need to unmute yourself. Okay.
Okay.
You have to.
So Info, you can go first.
Okay. So so I talk about Harry. Harry is a paralegal. It's a very professional people, and because my English is not quite well, so I heard he has a boat, right?
My love is my boat. Yes.
Yeah. He had it's very cool. And his boat is where is your boat?
Toronto Harbor.
I'm sorry, I forgot the place. So in the winter, his boat is not in the lake because the ice will damage the boat. And now he is retired, and he wants to find some how to say. So sorry, Harry. I think he have a passion to help the club, help people, and he know about science fiction book, Three Body Problems.
I read all three of them. Yeah.
That's it's very famous book. Yeah.
Oh, it's interesting. Christine and Harry, you're in the same room. You know each other from university.
I was so surprised. I had no idea.
Okay, so now it's Lisa's turn, yeah.
Erica, you can you unmute Lisa?
Hi, Lisa.
I would like to talk to Frank because he's experienced very how to say, he's came to Canada almost 19 years. I'm came to
Christine?
No, Frank.
Yeah.
Oh, you have 5 people. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I talk about Christine.
Okay. Right? Now Lisa is going to talk about you, Frank.
Okay. So Lisa, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Because when Frank talking about he said nuclear, yeah, the nuclear, 就是核子研核科 nuclear. I'm not very properly pronouncing. Yeah, for the nuclear engineer, he talking about this one. I'm more interesting because my son before want to choose this subject to learn, so that's why I'm more like focused on he talking about the nuclear for the and also he described his like a future future friend about like a technology stuff. They're more interesting, so that's why I catch some a little bit, but not exactly. But I think he has his good dream. So yeah, Frank, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, so that's what I learned from the Frank.
I had 40 seconds to introduce myself, so you catch most of it.
No, you have more time to talk now, Frank. Sorry.
Yeah, I want to take this moment to thank you, Lisa, because you weren't there I wanted to thank you for being here from day one. I pay my special thanks to you for
no.
support.
Thanks you.
And Lisa. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Frank.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about Lisa, Christine, right? Yeah. Christine. Christine is our whole group. We describe we're curious people. We love to learn. That's why that's Christine. It's very good at English communication, copy editing, essay editing, and she's helpful, and she really meanwhile helping others. She's really interested in learning from other people's perspective. So she's teaching and learning, pretty much like east to west as a learning cultural exchange. So she has many passions. She loves reading. She loves writing and editing. She's teaching at English Cafe. Yes. And one thing common, we both live in Midtown Toronto, so we're not far off. So I'm really glad to introduce Christine and be part of this group. Thank you.
Oh, did she tell you guys she's a very good singer?
Yes. Oh, you make me blush. Thank you, Young.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And she's hosting a podcast.
Oh, I missed that. I missed that. She said it. Yeah. She's hosting a podcast. Yeah.
I asked you guys the other day about our tradition, because that's her co-host wanted to know when they try to do this podcast show.
Yeah, we did an episode for the Chinese New Year to talk about what it looks like for people who are blind, who cannot see. And so we asked Young for her interests and insights and what did she want to have described or what was important. So thank you to everyone who answered with Young. We were really grateful to get stories and ideas. It really helped a lot.
I look forward to listening to that.
Yay, it's up there so you can listen.
Okay. All right, now we move to room 2. Who are in room 2?
This is Annie. So I'm going to introduce Armin. So Armin was a civil engineer, and she turned herself to be a social work in Canada. It was a very dramatic career transition to her. And she can speak Cantonese, Mandarin, and English. And she loves all the food made by rice. She's a rice person. And she described herself a very cheerful person. And currently she works as a social worker and then communicating to people every day.
Eric, our tax person today. So Eric Yan, right? And then he is like me. He's a rice person too. Yay!
That's true.
And he right now he's in the first year of university in Waterloo and Lorraine, right? Because I went there, so I can remember. So he the words he described himself is reflective, right? Reflective.
Yeah.
Yes, love these words because I always say that the Confucius told us reflect 3 times a day. It's for the self-learning. And also what else?
A fun fact.
Fun fact. He said he allergies lots of things. One thing. He loves steamed fish, which I love too. It's tasty. It's authentic fish taste. It's steamed. Yeah, fun fact, he allergic to a lot of things. And I'm wondering, the rice is most mutual food. That's good for him. That's right. So what did you allergic for? Oh, like cake. I remember. I taste myself. It's a good taste. He likes. He cannot eat cake. So, and I'm not sure what's the ingredients in cake he allergy to. So I just suggest in Chinese tradition, we eat noodle for birthday instead. So I'm not sure it's the wheat here allergic. Okay, that's all about Eric.
Yeah, I'm allergic to cake because I'm allergic to milk and dairy products. So that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So,
I still do have noodles on my birthday.
Okay.
That is a tradition.
Eric, are you going to introduce?
Yeah. I'm introducing Emma Gorst. Emma is a professor at Seneca College. Is that right? Yeah. And she's very educated. She has 4 degrees. Wow. So I guess that's also a fun fact. Another fun fact is she loves to whistle, and she whistles all the time.
That's interesting.
Yep. The adjective is educated, of course. And then the food is turkey stuffings at Christmas. Yeah.
What are the 4 degrees?
What are all my degrees? BA, B.Ed, MA, PhD, you know, the usual.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
So now, Emma, it's your turn.
So I'm going to introduce Haichen Zheng. So Haichen, do you want to turn your camera on? Are you there? So Haichen is from Shanghai, and she likes to play the Chinese harp, the Kujian. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, the Chinese harp. And she likes to dance the rumba, and she likes traveling. And the adjective to describe her is friendly and sincere. So yeah, we were kind of running out of time there, but yep, I can introduce Annie if Haichen's not there.
Then please.
Yeah.
Please.
So Annie Wong, she's Annie Wong and Annie Rains, and she's an HR professional, and she married a Canadian, and they run an interior design company. She doesn't like cooking, and they have a tradition at Christmas Eve. They buy a big bucket of KFC, and she's also from Shanghai.
So Annie is very versatile. We'll learn this later, almost at the end. Okay, so we'll move to room 3. Oh yeah, our room. Okay, Rose, would you like to do first?
I'm going to introduce Yu Chao Niu because I think her last name Niu is very interesting. Niu, Niu, it means ox. Chinese New Year this year is ox year. So Happy New Year. New, the voice NIU, the voice is the same. Happy New Year, new. I think it's really interesting. Her job is
our room. We say we will introduce each part. Like you will introduce like must-have dish, right? Of everybody.
Yes. Her favorite must dish is chicken and mushroom. Mm-hmm. He is Tim Hortons manager. Young's favorite food is fish. Alec must dish is breads and cookies.
Yeah, baked food. Yeah. And yourself?
I like meatballs.
Yeah, in my hometown, we also have meatballs. We have fish and meatballs on New Year's Eve at the dinner. Yeah. So Yichao, would you like to go next? Your introduced adjective, right?
I got to describe all the wonderful roommates in room 3. We have Rose. First, she describes herself as being a very honest person, and we also have Erica, and she is very productive. And Yang describes herself as being very curious, and I can see that. And for me, I think I'm very forgetful, and I got changed in the new year.
That might not true. I think you have great memory. And Erica, okay. Erica?
So I did fun facts. So Rose said that she likes cooking, eating, and I think it was writing. Her surname is the same word for ox. Yang took 1 month to learn to whistle, and I'm left-handed.
And Erica, yourself?
I am left-handed.
And yeah, and Erica, probably the youngest participant here. She is a 9th grade student. She is a important manager, and also she is studying in life science at the U of T, University of Toronto. And Rose used to be a Chinese teacher in China, and now she is doing this international student consultancy. Yeah, and me, I am the founder of East and West Learning Connections. When I was in China, I worked in international trade area. So that's pretty much, yeah, that's from room 3. So now we move to room 4.
Okay, I'm from room 4. I'm introducing Dongmei Xiang. Okay, I'm forgetful too, yeah. So I try my best. Dongmei has been to Canada for like 20 years. Now she's a financial professional. She's very good at baking, and she loves traveling. And is that so? Or
yeah, maybe I can add a little bit about myself. I'm flexible. That's an adjective I can describe myself. And if I have to use a noun to describe myself, that would be a mom. Okay, so I can just continue to introduce. I introduce Helen. Helen came from China about 18 years ago. She's a program facilitator in Early Childcare Education Center. She shared some very interesting tradition in her hometown. Like for Chinese New Year, they're going to put different things in the dumpling. They put like a clean coin inside the dumpling, or some tofu, or a candy. And each of that stands for different meaning. Whoever have the dumpling the next day, it will, if you get the dumpling with the coin, that means that will bring you wealth that year. If you eat the dumpling with the candy inside, it will bring you some sweet things, I guess. I might miss that part. And loves traveling. It's a tough year for her this year, but she still gets some chance to do some short traveling day trip. And so yeah, that's something also we shared together.
Sorry, I introduced Judith. Nice to meet you, Judith, and other Dongmei, Daniel, and Ping in my room. And Judith is a teacher and has been in the teacher career many years. And she said in the big holiday, she liked to baking like some strawberry cake or some other cake and cookie baking things. And she loved traveling and later the reading. Sorry, I didn't remember that one. Didn't take a note. So
help each other. Do this help.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you know what? I didn't say a lot, so she got it all.
Thanks, Judy.
Oh my gosh, there's so many things I could have said but didn't.
No, you got 3 more minutes later, so don't worry.
Well, I can go next. I'm going to introduce Ping. Now I said that say your name properly. She Ping. Yes.
Yes.
And she is mostly a scholar. And that's how she introduced herself. And I could just imagine coming from China, studying, knowing different languages, and wanting to do traveling, not quite there yet. And her children are younger, I think. And that's about as much as I can remember right now. Can you help me out, Ping?
Oh yeah, I do some like editing job,
Oh, great.
translating work, and yeah, I love reading, and I'm a book nerd, just like Emma, Emma, my friends.
Ping is a wonderful translator.
I don't have too many hobbies besides reading. I'm so sorry about that.
I thought it would be easier, but there's so much more to you.
We have Daniel in our room.
Oh yeah, maybe I'm the last guy, right?
You?
Daniel? Yeah, maybe I can add something about Xiaoping. She from China 10 years ago, about 8 or 10 years ago. Is that right? And she read lots of books, and hopefully we can learn a lot from her.
Who? Sorry, I didn't get you. Who are you talking?
Ping.
Ping. Oh, Ping.
Yeah, Ping.
She gets twice.
Oh yeah. And who is this? Because I cannot see who is talking now.
Oh, this is Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. Okay.
Yeah. Nobody introduced me.
Oh,
yeah, we have to
introduce
you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Daniel,
I can introduce Daniel. Daniel's a great traveler, and he's from great traveler. I just remember that. So Daniel, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, yeah. I'm
unique.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The word I use to describe me is unique. I'm a father, a husband, a learner, and I was born in a poor countryside village in North China, and spent childhood in a small town, high school in a small city, university, and further learning in a multicultural city, North China, and in my career and further learning in some place like Beijing, Guangzhou, and some other cities in Asia. Now I came here about 10 years ago, and I think the geographic diversity make me sensitive to different people, different culture. That's why I'm here. I'm interested in the West-East learning connection. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Daniel. Daniel is the father of Erica, so our youngest participant here. So you're so supportive. So now, Ian, your turn to do a self-introduction.
I need to apologize for coming so late. I'm delighted to be here. Self-introduction. So I am a member of the visually impaired community in Toronto. I have, since about 7.5 years ago, I founded a chapter of the Canadian Council of the Blind, which is a national charity that has about 85 chapters across the country. I run one of those chapters. It's called the CCB Toronto Visionaries. And its mandate is to bring together people who have experienced vision loss and provide them with contact with their peers, the opportunity for them to be inspired by their peers, to learn from them, and to share information about what's going on in the blind community and across Toronto, the supports and services that are available for people with vision loss. In terms of fun facts about me, a lot of people have talked about travel. The furthest north I have ever been is to latitude 68 degrees, which was in Lapland in Finland, which is above the Arctic Circle. And I was there in midsummer, so the sun never set, which was really fun. My favorite fruit is cherries. And I'm not sure what else to say about myself. I am curious about a lot of different things and am delighted to be part of this organization. I think the opportunity to share across cultures is a really important part of what Canada is. And I am just really, really delighted to be part of this organization.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jennifer. I just joined this organization, and I think I'm one of Frank's friend. I met friend before, but every others are new to me. And my background is I'm a MBA and CPA, and working in finance area and doing financial analysis, doing risk management. And I have 2 kids, been in Canada for more than 10 years. And I like Tai Chi, like a traditional Chinese culture. And I would like to share some traditional cultures with our members. Yeah, and my favorite fruit are cherries and mango. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Glad to have you. We have 3 program facilitators here today. I would like to invite them to introduce their program a little bit. Info, are you ready?
I'm writing a book about science and maths, but more beyond the science and maths, because there is a lot of fun facts about. I discovered in last year. I write an article about science, maths and science, like a young side. The article's title is maths is invented or discovered. So my conclusion is, past before ancient Greek, the maths is discovered, but after ancient Greek, it's invented. So there are a lot of fun facts in this article. So I put this article to Zhihu, which is the largest Q&A website in China. So I got about 13,000 agreement in a website, and more than 10 million hot in a website. So it's a very popular article in China. So I think I'm wondering, it's a good opportunity to have a club. I can put the club's name and the club's website and the YouTube channel in these articles and my book. And also, this book is a free book. It's every people can read it. Read this book is free. I will make an ebook, and everybody can download this ebook. So my plan is to publish this book chapter step by step in the next 6 months. So I think it's an opportunity to introduce the club to the world, to China, if we translate this book to English, so a lot of people in America, Canada will know our club. This is my plan, and I'm focused on writing this book, and I'm looking for a partner, a team. I hope we can find a project manager to manage this program. We can make a plan, and we can make a video and translate article and books to English, and we will make a video lecture about science and technology history. Okay, that's my project.
So we really want people to help us to do this project, like Info said, a project manager and someone who can edit video and translators. So we're trying to find a team to do this.
If this book is published, I want to donate this what to say this
royalty
the income to club, but one young side we need to find a better
yeah, thank you very much for your generosity, but royalty should go to the author, but maybe you can donate a little portion of that to the organization to help us get to be more sustainable, to be able to do more work for the community. But thank you very much for your generosity.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we move on to Judith. Judith.
My volunteering is very casual and very, I hope, interactive, because what I'm offering to the connections is what I call casual conversation. So I would like to meet on Zoom on the first and the third Wednesdays of the month, 7:30 to 8:30. For people to speak in English and just share ideas, learn from each other, kind of that East-West learning, converse with each other, and see how it goes. Hopefully, I'm learning at this, but I like to talk and I like to ask questions, and I'm hoping that people who would join me will do the same. And there's no topic. I mean, the topics are going to be open-ended and comfortable, and we'll go in direction of how people feel. And so you can share whatever you'd like, and I will do the same.
We will send that flyer for this English conversation next week, but last week we already sent out a flyer for our learning for culture book club event because people need more time to read those books or reading materials beforehand. And the facilitator is Emma Gorst. Emma, your turn.
Hi, Lenka. Thank you for introducing me.
Sure.
So my name is Emma Gorst, and I have a PhD in medieval English literature from the University of Toronto. And in our reading group that starts on the 3rd of March, we are going to be reading classical and medieval books that influenced English literature. And I will give lectures on these books, and then we will have a chance to discuss them in groups. So we are reading these books because they give us a window onto Western culture. Culture is the things that we do and the things that we make, the things that we wear, but all of those things are shaped by what we believe. So culture is really the beliefs that we have. So one really great way to try to understand English beliefs, Western beliefs, is to try to read and analyze older works that influenced English literature. So these books promote Western cultural beliefs, but they also kind of question them and analyze them. And so we can use the literature to look at cultural questions. Questions like what it means to be a good person, questions like what it means to love someone, questions like what it means to live a good life, how we should treat other people, how we should try to improve our world. So in our group, we'll look at some ancient texts that influence English literature, and we'll start with the Greek poet Ovid in Metamorphoses, and we will compare to Genesis, the book of Genesis in the Bible. So one really interesting thing is that both of those books have very similar stories about the origin, the beginning of the world. So the question we can ask is, what is the God of Genesis like, and how does it compare to the God of the ancient Greek world? Because those stories about God creating the world are very, very similar. So that's the first thing we'll do on March the 3rd, and I look forward to seeing you all there.
Emma, that's the 3rd Wednesday. It's March 10th.
Oh, sorry, March 10th. Sorry.
Yeah, March the 3rd is Judy's time.
You can come though to this.
I'll come on March the 3rd. I've got it booked.
Sounds really good. The highbrow aspect of us.
Thank you. Okay, so now I think it's time for our first prize draw. This gift is from a personal communications coach. So the gift is a 30-minute private consultation with a certified personal communications coach. So Eric, can you help us? I know you are using some technology to do this prize draw.
All right, here we go. Second round. Oh, it's congratulations. It's Ping Xiao Ping.
Oh, Ping, hey, you got the prize.
Hey.
So next, we probably will take turns to talk about a dream project you would like to our organization to do for the community. Or if you don't have that, maybe you can tell us a little bit about why did you join our organization, or what would you like to get from our organization? I'll start from myself. I have a dream project. If we could find a farmer to work together with us, then I would want to organize a summer camp. So in the summer camp, everybody needs really to do hard work on farm, learn like this hands-on experience, how to grow crops or do whatever a farmer need to do on the farm. or to build something. So you have all this hands-on experience, and you gotta do hard labor work. Because nowadays people are just, stay home or sitting in front of a computer, or the kids, they don't do a lot of hard stuff. And after work, then a lot of experts, caring teachers can teach us interesting knowledge about science, about music, art. So it will be fun. So that's my dream project. If we can have all the resources, that's just a dream, but I hope we can realize it someday.
Yeah, it was, I guess, as we were Lincoln mentioned that we have to talk about the macaron dish, the holidays and New Year. So while thinking about that, I thought it might be a really great idea if we could do an exchange event about Eastern cuisines and the Western cuisines. And even within China, have very different styles of cooking, from the north side to the Cantonese side, Taiwanese, and in Canada, there are great food and a great, like on a farm. I think that might be a great place to have this event, or just, I think, I forgot, maybe Judith mentioned that we can have great conversations around coffee tables and certainly around great food. So if I thought if in the future that could happen in a way that we could share our cooking and the recipes and taste the food.
After COVID-19, maybe we can bring like a good dishes.
To the West and East connections. Congratulations for Linka for your establishment of this foundation. So I just let me know if I can do anything for you.
Thank you. You can do a lot. Annie is a human resource manager for a global American investment company. So a lot of experience there, and also a very tasteful interior designer. Running a family business, Rain Designs, is that the name of your company? Business?
Rain's Design, my last name.
Yeah. Annie and her husband are running this, so very versatile. Yeah, I'm sure you can do a lot for us.
And also we're part of the village to help the children and the teenagers. So the one thing is just that I'm very proud of that. My husband is a musician / designer, and then he has been helping the high school students for the art training more than 10 years. And then it's just how we connected. So I have been supporting that, the grade 8 to grade 12, particularly just for the career counseling and for that, whatever to preparation for the future. So that's something just like I can contribute from the HR perspective. Anyway, as you said, it just takes a village to reach the children's, and I just want to make sure just like we're part of that village to support.
Yeah, actually, it's also my first time to join the club today. I wasn't very sure about the mission or which way to go. So really, I didn't prepare or I thought about it, but what's in my mind right now, I think that it'll be a good idea to create some space in the club for immigrant professional, because in many cases, that's just from my personal experience, as the only visible minority women speaking English as a second language in the boardroom, I do feel lots of pressure and struggle. And if there will be a space for people in a similar situation that we can share the struggle, we can support each other, we can get some advice from you know, from other professionals in the Western culture. So that would be really helpful. Would be, yeah, this is just an idea in my mind right now.
Oh, thank you. I know I'm new, but I do have an idea, and it was we were in our small group, we were talking about the Mars landing, and I was thinking about how China has a space program and the United States has a space program and the Soviets had a space program, and we know a little bit about each of them, but I know a little bit about the Soviet space program, but I don't know anything about China and what China has done and is planning to do in space. And wouldn't it be so, I would find it so interesting if there was someone who knew about China's space program and could talk about that, and also that sort of the mythology of space. So, for example, we in the West, we have an idea about the moon or the constellations or the planets. And in Chinese culture, there's different ideas about the moon. There's mythology and stories, and the constellations are interpreted differently. And so space and astronomy are things that I'm really interested in. And so I think an amazing evening could come from people comparing, or if anyone has expert knowledge about the history of the space program in different parts of the world, or the mythology that we make when we look up at the sky from different cultures. Thank you.
Oh, that's a very good idea for a lecture.
Yeah, great idea.
Yeah, you know who jumped to my mind right away? Yingfeng. Because
yes.
he knows a lot about space, science, and history. Like, so maybe that can cover the mythology as well.
Yeah.
So Yingfeng, maybe, yeah, you sometimes you can give us a lecture on that. And Christine has a very good idea. Like,
yes, I think it's a good idea. So last year, I introduced the ancient Greek astronomy to our club.
Last summer, yeah. So the first lecture last year was given by Yingfeng on ancient Greek. Mathematics, right?
It's the second one is geometry.
It's astronomy, yeah. And
the first one is astronomy. Ancient Greek.
To mythology, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So okay, so Yingfeng, you have a good idea to work on now.
How about this summer?
I can wait.
I joined the club and want to improve my English speaking skills, and it's very I'm very happy to hear we could start the conversation group in March with students. So I'm looking forward to joining in that group. And about the idea, just pop up when I heard, I forgot, is it Jennifer here? She talking about she loved Tai Chi. So that's the idea pop up to me is if like this time everybody stay home, it's hard to do those exercise. If somebody could like leading us to use half hour once a week, we do Tai Chi together through the Zoom. I'm thinking I will be the first one to join, want to participate.
If you hadn't talked about Tai Chi, right? So I'm doing a program for seniors. It's playing in it's a virtual Tai Chi class. 24 movements. It's half people. If people have a little bit of experience, they love the program. So we can think about it. If I see there is a group interested, I can look for instructors to help this. anyway, so pandemic's challenge, and we try to do, we move in-person program to the virtual. So we do have one program says, I call the Tasty Club. It's like someone likes food. It's a kind of well done right now, and lots of recipes to be shared online. So we will talk about that. If there are enough people interested, we can figure out how we run that.
Well, talking about food, I think when we can go back together in person, it would be nice to maybe meet and have a dinner sometimes together at a restaurant. And that's a possibility. Or maybe go to some kind of cultural thing like a play or a movie, something like that. And, you know, then have a chance to discuss afterwards. And for me right now, since, well, beforehand, but really during the pandemic, I have thought so much and getting involved with the whole climate change. And I belong to a climate action club where there's so many things going on in Toronto. My gosh, it's absolutely surprising. And I'm just learning now. And I think, you know, there may be a chance to look at that in the club, either as a lecture or as information or as something that could be a subgroup ourselves, and how we can be involved. So
absolutely. Yeah, climate change is such an important topic.
Do I have a special project? One of the things that has sort of been playing at the back of my head as I've been listening to other people's fabulous ideas is some sort of a comparative or exchange of ideas around music. Music is one of the things that I find particularly interesting, and I know almost nothing about Chinese musical tradition, except that it's very different from Western musical tradition. And it would be really interesting to sort of look at those two traditions side by side and be able to know more about each of them.
One is someone really, knowledgeable about the origin or the history, the characteristics. Yeah, we have Annie's husband, Mike. He's very good at Western music, but we need to find someone who is also good at Chinese music.
Yeah, I'm not just interested in the history too. I'm interested in sort of what's current. You know, what do people listen to at home in China? What kinds of music do they enjoy? What kind of music do they perform themselves or go to hear?
Yeah, just like Erica say, I'm the first day joined the East and the West Learning Club. I can see and I can tell the club's getting stronger and more like I don't know how to say. I feel like so happy and so great to see that the clubs is stronger now than before, and the Yang has done her like excellent job. I'm very appreciate Yang. You know, Yang, you always inspire me, Yang. That's why I said every time when I'm lazy, I'm thinking Yang that we're gonna stand up, do something. So you're my inspiring person for me.
Oh,
so
we always
yeah,
inspire each other. Everybody inspire, everybody. So you always give very frank and helpful feedback. I really appreciate that.
So for me, I think that for the dream project, I said, this club, I want to get like a bigger, stronger, more people involved. Also, I like Judith, the program and the Emma's programs that I think I would join it because I need improving my skill, the learning skills. So yeah, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks.
Hi, everyone. I'm thrilled to meet all these amazing people here, new friends. My dream project, think always about maybe about books, and then I realized this project with you guys, with Emma and Ninka. So I'm really happy about that, and very like I'm looking forward to this, and I hope I can contribute more. And also, for me, it's in the past, I spent lots of time just reading books and thinking. Seems like I care more about like ideas more than people. So I really wish I can come. I can start like caring about people with you guys, and so yeah, that's it. I don't have just hope wish I can meet you in person soon.
Our second prize is donated by Annie. So, and Annie has to leave soon. So we'll now do the prize draw right now. So before we do this draw, Annie?
Hi, I'm here. Hi. I'm going to present the gift to everybody, and hopefully you can see. So this is two beautiful, the Canadian certified vegan blue wine. This is only blue wine in Canada, which is hopefully just will be something to celebrate the Chinese New Year with. And I also wanted to mention that this is a blue wine, the company, which is have a big heart behind of their business. They donate 50% the proceeds to help the animal and the vulnerable groups. So just hope that we'll celebrate Chinese New Year with the East and West Connection Foundation, and also just we also have a big heart to help each other. Thank you.
Okay, so Eric, could you please do the prize draw, the blue wines?
I'm there.
Wait, sorry. Is it?
Is that Harry?
Yes,
Harry?
but I don't deserve it anyways. It's my first time. So.
Oh wait,
okay.
Harry, is this?
It's there, right? It's all right, yeah?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, great.
It's Yu Chao.
Oh, Yu Chao. Wow. Okay, congratulations.
The ox.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Yu Chao.
Yeah. So her surname really brings her luck in the year of the ox.
Okay. I'm a software engineer. So have you heard about open source?
Absolutely.
Yeah, great. Okay. Open source is in software engineer in our IT guys. Open source is a great thing to us because you can donate your code to the community, and everybody can use this code for free, and you can change the code to change code and make your own software. So that's why IT industry is grow very fast because we share our code and thought very quickly and very open. My dream, so that's my dream project is it is open source can use in education. So every educator, like parent, like teacher, like company manager, they can share their education class and the knowledge and to each other. That's my dream project. I think we can name it open source education. So I think our organization can do this maybe in the future to share
I could help you with that too, Ying Feng.
Really?
Oh, is that Harry or Frank? Because I found you guys are quite similar, the voice.
Oh, maybe because I'm having scotch tonight, so my voice went lower.
Okay, that's Harry. Okay. All right. Yeah. Harry has been to China twice, and he found like he really liked that. The people and the country, very friendly. Harry.
I was there for 5 weeks and really visited a lot of cities, from Chongqing to Xiamen and along the Yangtze River and everywhere in between. And it was just the best trip I ever had.
Then I think we'll call it a day. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and sharing your great ideas and share yourself. That's the greatest thing we can have. Thank you so much, and I look forward to working with you.